Hello, YouTubers. Hello, subscribers. Kisses. Kisses to all of you. I have been talking all day. We had company, had a great time. Family was over. It was awesome. And Carol went swimming, and we had a wonderful time. Listen, thank you guys so much for your love and your support and hanging out with me for just a moment. I know it's been a few days. And so, but I did want to come on here and just say hello, of course, and just give you a little bit of what I've been thinking, or what's been coming up lately for me. Just to all of my lovely subscribers. And oh my goodness, I've gained a few new subscribers. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Kisses to you. I really do appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to me. So I want to talk about the Invictus for a second. Now, before I get to the Invictus, let's talk about this because my husband spotted something today that Meghan, that Suits had 18 billion streaming hours since his release on Netflix or something like that. And so I thought that was a lot. I didn't read the entire story, but I don't really care for the show. I doubt if I ever would watch it, but it's the show that Meghan's on. And basically it was the show that she was on before she married Harry, before she became a princess. Excuse me. She's not a princess because she left the royal family and now she's not a royal anymore. No. Moving on. I made a few notes. I didn't have a lot. Let's go back to the Invictus. Now, when I think of Invictus, of course, it's Harry, his charity, and the wounded veterans and stuff. Now, I can say this. It is getting... No, it's not getting any publicity. I was passing by the Royal Rogue. I like when he says that. He calls us his roguies. Anyway, he was saying on his station how, and I think one of you did too, several of you said, I think it was Redbird, saying how Harry was getting a lot of dislikes on it, on the official trailer. He was getting a lot of dislikes. There was more dislikes than there was likes. That's not good. And I don't think it has anything with just Harry's personality alone. I think it has a lot to do with his wife's personality. She doesn't have to be touching Invictus to still not be a part of it. Because no matter how far apart these two want to be from each other, say for instance, Meghan's going out to do her own thing, her own take, her own, she's doing her own thing without her husband and he's doing his. That's what they're trying to, that's what's going on, apparently. And so you would think naturally that, we haven't seen Meghan at this Invictus lately. He didn't go to Sydney. She did not go to Japan. So, why is his ratings so bad? Why is people putting frown? It's not just because it's fair. To me, it's a combination of both. It was the Oprah show. It will always be the Oprah show. And it will always be the Oprah show. And the reason why it's the Oprah show is because when she said what she said about the racism and the titles and all of that, first of all, it never made sense. And then number two, it just was wrong. Anyway, moving on. A lot more. I don't want to repeat myself. Let's move on. Anyway, so I believe, to me, Invictus is getting this nasty, we're not really supporting Invictus anymore because of the owner. That's not good. It isn't. And it goes back to the streaming, and Suits is making all this, they're streaming all this stuff. If Netflix was doing so great with Meghan and Harry, then I'm like Sue Smith. Why are they losing? Why are they losing customers? To my understanding, they lost 200,000 or more than that customers during that Meghan and Harry debacle. And some of you have told me you left Netflix because of that. And so, to me, I don't know how she's gonna brand herself and get us to like it and watch it. And let her recommend a wine for us. And then, guess what, guys? I got that wine Meghan suggested. If she was decent, it would be kind of cool to do that. To be like, guess what, guys? This is a bottle of wine that Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, recommended. How cool. But you can't. You don't want to represent that. You don't want to drink that. You don't want to do nothing with that. I'm good. You don't want to be around it. You don't want to be associated with it. You don't want to know it. You just, pretend like, Because there's many A-listers out there, and as popular as Harry and Meghan are supposed to be, they should have a lot more celebrity pull than their hairdresser and sneaking in the back door to Taylor Swift's concert that no one's seen pictures of. Let me tell you something. You gotta have proof. We don't believe her. We don't. We just don't believe her anymore. So, sorry about that, Harry, but, it just proves my point. All the hoopla, all the way up until now, I've been saying it. Not because I'm wishing anything to happen to these two in the way that I'm saying it. It just is happening because of their actions. Because here's the deal. Meghan doesn't have a talent. So now she thinks the TIG is going to come out and show us this bottle of wine that she's going to sponsor. We're going to run out and buy it, and she'll get the proceeds from it. And so they've been doing it to her clothes. Then why not other stuff? And okay, let's. I just don't see it, because I don't see that being a talent. You have to be loved. You just have to have, your reputation has to be better. And if maybe I'm in denial and she has more supporters than I think. Anyway, I doubt that. Moving on. This is what I want to ask you guys. Do you see her reputation getting better, or do you see it getting worse these last couple of weeks? That she's come out in these different forms, Taylor Swift concert. She's been spotted in a parking lot with a stress bump, out with some friends, out with her hairdresser. I mean, she's, letting us know. Or maybe she's going out doing these things to help her with her TIG. Maybe this is part of her, getting out there. See, I'm going to influence you to buy this glass of wine or something. It's really so... It just... Can you see Catherine belittling herself, going down the runway modeling like she was before she met William or something like that? Like, she did that back in the day. That was before William or whatever. Actually, that was what caught his eye. But my point is that she's moved past that. Meghan has gone back to something to relaunch, to try to relaunch herself, to bring herself back out so we'll know the real her. You've told us several times who you are. I don't think I need another lesson. You told us on the Oprah show, the docuseries, and then you've done Vanity. And yeah, go read it, guys. It is a page turner. She talks about herself. It's serious. But the bad part about it is that it's boring. It just feels not real authentic and fake. It just feels like she's telling us what she thinks we want to hear instead of the real. I don't know. We'll never know who Meghan is. Only the side that, unfortunately, what we've known of her is not it's unfortunate. It really is. And it just feels like the reputation is not getting better, in my opinion, just because she's come out in a few days and been with a few stars or whatever. I don't understand. No, or is it going into has the trajectory changed now? Is people are starting to see, oh, look at Meghan, she's out, she's not wearing a wedding ring. Is that news? I heard it, I think, like days ago, and I was just like, so. I mean, I have to register that because I don't remember her wearing it or not wearing it. I've never paid attention. I just never paid attention to her hand to see if she was having one on or not. But obviously, it's word on the street is that she's wearing it. Whatever she comes out with, this is her opportunity to be boom. She needs her next move, not the next one, because she could still be popping her head out, whatever. But this Tig thing has got to have the element that she needs. And I don't know how you become popular because you like this wine. I don't get it. Is she gonna be on there with her father? Oh, I went out to lunch with my dad or something. I don't know. I don't get it. I am going to have to look up the previous Tig to actually see what she does, because it sounds like to me Meghan is still talking about herself. Because that's what a Tig is. It's talking about what she likes and her favorite things and her endeavors and what makes her all about her. Do we honestly want to see a fake show of Meghan making culinary sauce? Remember she said she was making some, ooh, I can make a mean culinary sauce. I know I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, but she was somewhere and she says, ooh, I can make a mean calamari sauce. So, I mean, number one, she's going to be on there chit-chatting about herself, me. And I just feel like her meanness is going to get her in trouble again, and people are going to scrutinize it and say, look at her on there doing that. Yeah, it's just, look, her being a princess, her being a royal, her being a real Duchess of Sussex, it's faded and continues to fade. And this Tig is making it fader. It's making it just be like, who? She's doing what? Because of why? I was successful at that. You know, the Tig was great. This is her behind the scenes. This is what I think she's thinking. I could bring back the Tig. That's, you know, that I was very successful with that. Now I got more followers. You know, I got the Sussex squad. They like me. no, it's like, it really is a step back for her. To me, this tick is a step back. It's not a step forward. And I have not seen Gwyneth Paltrow's Go page. I haven't seen it. I might go take a look at it. But people, I'm not in love with Gwyneth, but I sure don't have anything, to say about her other than she's a great actress. And, the first real thing that I saw of her was the suing of the skier, and her on a personal side. But I don't know. I just feel like Gwyneth does good with it because she does good with it. She knows what to do with it. It's more to it than just having... Okay. Who is she going to be talking to when she's talking? I think she thinks that, some people get excited when they see her, and some people do. The ones that are like, oh, there's the princess. I don't think I would get excited. I would just like, oh, there she goes. I would probably be moving back. Like trying to get out of her way. She just looks like that type. Like I would be like, oh, there she go, honey. Let's move back. Let's move on. Yeah, I want to know if you guys think her popularity is getting better or worse, and if her brand is getting better. Is anything of those two. Because to me, her popping out and coming out and stuff is building up to something. I believe WME said, listen, you got to be seen. You got to get out there. You got to, show your face for some odd reason. And so it won't just be odd when you just pop out. I don't know what their strategy is, but we've seen her a lot. And I want to know if any of these things that she's been doing lately, like being seen out, and also, to me, this is part of her branding. Is her reputation getting better? And do you see anything of a brand happening? Okay, let me give you guys a minute. That's stuck. I'm gonna ask that one more time because I want a real answer. Do you think that her brand that she's going for right now, the beginning of it, what she's currently doing to try to get there, is it working? Maybe the Taylor Swift, maybe just seeing us coming out more, doing puff pieces on her, talking about how great they are doing, and blaming others. But no, do you see their reputation turning around? And do you see some branding? Let's move on. Lindsay Schofield. Now, I may have said this in this other video, but I want to say it again. So I heard Lindsay Schofield. She said the Invictus was touching, and it meant a lot to her. And I'm not going to take that away from her. But I was reading the comments, and people were like, no, I didn't get heartfelt. It's hard. And this is what I want to say about it. Because while Lindsay was being touched and thought that that was the real Harry, the Harry she knew, the Harry she thought that Harry is still gone, Lindsay. Harry is not. Just because Harry went to the Invictus, because I'm sure he's getting some kind of $1 or $2 for this, right? I could be wrong. Let me know if I am. But, regardless if he is or not, he should get something. He should not, your money's worth your time. But my point is, yes, you let me know about that too. My point is, oh God, I forgot it. but it has something to do with Invictus making it about Harry and not about the players. Why does Harry have to talk regardless? I think I don't know who said it, but Harry needs to step down, as he needs to be in the back. He needs to be maybe seen but not heard, maybe show a little of him, like just kind of doing something instead of talking. Because when you hear his voice, the first thing that pops up in my mind is the Oprah show and all the rest of the stuff. Let me know what pops up for you. You don't think of him as a humanitarian. It's going to take a minute. I'm not saying that he isn't, but I'm just saying it's going to take us, some people that believed in him from the beginning, that he was this wonderful bachelor. I mean, come on, eligible. And then let this woman turn him into a traitor. They need to And so that's my opinion on the whole Invictus period. And it hurts the veterans, yes. And it's unfortunate because they need to remove some of this, just him. I just don't think his voice, I really don't think that people think that he's genuine when he can go on the Oprah show and talk about his family and then get on Invictus and talk about the veterans. Because, love comes from the family first. And if you can betray your family, well, you don't care nothing about us. Harry just looks like he would be one of them people that would drop them like a dime. I'm out. Boop. That's what he did with his family. That's what he did to his country. That's what he did. He said, I'm out. I'm leaving with her. He's in America. No, I think, and then, so, yeah, I'm sure Lindsay felt what she felt or whatever. But Lindsay, everybody else did, and you can read the comments, and the comments was like, no, he's a traitor. No, I don't forgive him. No. And someone said, just because she's not there doesn't mean she's not. In other words, he's still associated with her. So it's, it's all jacked up over there. I wish I had that link, but it just blew my mind how much backlash that, because it felt like she was giving Harry props, which there's nothing wrong with that. There isn't, because she felt that, but I understand the other side as to why people are like, it's too soon. The wounds are still open. The scars are still there, where people are still healing. And so when you're still healing behind, you still need a moment, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear Harry's voice right now. And so it kind of turns you off against the holy Invictus. And for some reason, they removed Meghan altogether. And why? And why would she approve of that? Especially because she likes to be in the front. Did someone say, well, you probably want to, this would have been offensive. You probably want to move yourself from Invictus because of your popularity right now, and you don't want the Invictus to do, if they see too much of you. They removed her altogether, which was a good thing. But I think they could have put Harry in the background, or them in the background without saying anything, and having one of the veterans talk. I don't know. I know I went deep into there, then I changed the subject a little bit, but my point is that I didn't feel it. And I watched the trailer. It was a nicely done, tastefully trailer. It's just one problem. Harry's voice. Moving on. My personal opinions, and I'm just telling it how I see it. Okay, give me a moment, guys. So, okay. The ring is missing. What do you guys think about the ring missing? I really don't know. Like, honestly, or hiding or whatever. I don't take mine off. So, you know, only when to clean it, and that's, you know, but I don't take it off. And so I don't know why she has her off, and like someone said, maybe because she wants to have it off to just have someone saying it, because what would be the reason of taking it off, even if your relationship was, even though your relationship is not on the up and up. It's not, it's fake. You can't be happy in that. Because Meghan's not happy. And if Meghan's not happy, no one's happy. Meghan's career is not doing well. No one's knocking at her door trying to give her deals and saying, listen, we want you to do this for us and we want you to do that for us, and we'll pay you millions to do it. Those days are over. And now she's having to resort back to the TIG and also come up with this, and bless Netflix soul is trying their best to make sure that they try to retrieve some of their income from the grifters with this book, The Lake, the film. And what it sounds like a Hallmark movie to me. It doesn't sound like something I would want to watch on a screen. Is there any steamy love moments? Like, seriously. Like 50 Shades or something. I mean, is like what? They bought a lake, someone passes away, and then what? Is there a twist? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say about the missing ring. You know, I think that Meghan just automatically wants, you know, people to just talk. Yeah, I just want, or, because I don't know why she would just stupid. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. Let's see. So, Angela Lippman did say this. She said she saw the old Harry. And I don't think she saw the old Harry. I think she saw, I don't know. Harry ain't been Harry since Meghan. And Harry ain't gonna be Harry until Meghan. And so, I don't know what they're seeing. Angela. Yeah. All right. Just a second, guys. Now, I may have said this last time, but I was reading this. Prince Harry could attend King Charles's birthday with Archie, leaving Meghan home with Lilibet. That's the New York Post. That's the lie. Meghan is not going to let Harry take little Archie to the store to get cookies. Oh, no. Where you see the kids, you're going to see Meghan. You're going to never see Harry with the kids and Meghan ain't 2 feet from him or close. I just don't believe she's leaving little Archie and Lilibet at home with Harry. Maybe Doria is there, but not with just Harry. I don't think she trusts him. I don't. And so I know for a fact that Archie is not going home that's not happening. That's a lie. I believe that is this is rumor. I call it a Sussex Squad lie. Because Meghan, that's not her personality. That's not who she is. She's not like, oh, I want my kids to see their family. Because if she did, they would be over there on a regular basis. Meaning, not only on a regular basis, but be spending quality time. Spending like months out of the year in England. Getting to know their relatives. These kids are not doing that. They haven't met any of their relatives. Archie is 5 and Lilibet is about 1 or 2, I'm not sure. But they don't get to see the kids. But it's all about the Tig. The Tig and Meghan and the patch and her coming out and her brand and her newness. And, this is what she used to do. And she's so good at it. And it's all about Meghan. Who else is it about? Harry? The kids? We never see the kids. And Harry, the Invictus, that fell flat. On his own. At one point, he could do that. He could go and do... Ooh, they in bad shape. Okay, so we're going to listen to a little bit of this. Actually, I changed my mind. I want to hear what Lady C has to say.
And this week, Meghan Markle was pictured alongside friend and wellness entrepreneur Katie Lee. And according to a fascinating expose in the Sun newspaper, the Sussexes are spending more and more time with these kind of health-conscious hotshots. 3 years after buying their £11 million mansion, Harry and Meghan reportedly spending less time with the A-list names that attended their wedding, like Posh and Bex, but instead getting closer with local neighbours dubbed the Montecito Mafia. A local source told the newspaper Meghan's friends are very much into the Gwyneth Paltrow-style wellness fads. So, Lady Colin Campbell, does this imply the Duchess is fully focusing on the relaunch of her lifestyle blog, The Tig, or is this simply because the big A-listers from California and Hollywood and also the UK have turned on there?
Well, Dan, I think you're right with the latter, and therefore she has to now associate with the former. I have seen it time and again with people who were of some eminence, usually people of very grand stature, who were born grand, who were perfect jerks, and who ultimately their own kind spurned them, and they always end up with employees or with staff or with people who they have to pay somehow. She has been spurned by all A-listers.
Wow.
And now she has to associate with people who she's scratching around trying to make some money with. And let's remember, before Meghan met and married Harry, she was an influencer, quote unquote, with the Tig, and before that, the Working Girl. And now she's back to square one. So after everything, she's back to square one. And
that's it. Like Lady C said, I'm going to keep going though. She's back to square one. You're going back to the Tig. You left that. You left that life for something bigger, better, adventure, all that. You left a life of that. And now you didn't revert it back to that. Lady C said she's scraping. Like, the A-listers don't want to have anything to do with her. That's not good. Because normally what happens is if she could at least get the A-listers to like her, she can get some of those A-listers fans to tag along too. And it just depends. You get some fans to be like, oh, I don't care that she likes her. But it is what it is. And then you get some that be like, okay, let me see what she's about. But according to Lady C and them, they know what she's about and they don't want to be around her and they don't want to have anything to do with her because they don't like the fact that she went after and talked about her in-laws like that. I'm telling you, it comes all the way back to the Oprah show.
On, and at this time there's no prospect of cultivating the A-list because the A-list aren't interested in having anything to do with her anymore.
Yeah, indeed. And Phil, I have to say, I find it difficult to trust people who change friends as quickly as they do a pair of running shoes. You know, isn't the whole point of friendship that it's about loyalty? You know, my best friends...
Right, that's a good question. Like, just meeting these people and, oh, I'm going to befriend them. They're going to be my best friend. Friendship is not something, it's weird. It's weird to see Meghan hugging, in a sense, these two women. Like, they've been friends all their lives and they've been hanging out with her and they're like this. But you don't have to become friends quickly. But what I'm saying is that first of all, you can't trust her. And number two, the way she throws away friends, the way she befriends you, because she needs something and she wants something from you. She's using you. I really feel that. I don't feel like there's a genuine respect for anyone. I really feel like it's all about Meghan. I believe Lady C when she says this. This is a good segment. I hope you guys are enjoying it.
About loyalty, you know, my best friends in life are the people who I went to school with. And anyone from Meghan's pre-Suits life has been cut out long ago.
Gone.
Indeed, good evening, Dan. Well, Lady C's in great form tonight, so she why not?
Happy birthday.
Thank you, darling, thank you.
Is it today?
The time got it wrong. The time got it wrong when they said...
Sorry, Phil, I interrupted.
Happy birthday, Lady
Best friends
C.
people you can phone up, you know, and sometimes you don't see them for years, do you? But I do take some of this with a pinch of salt. I mean, they mentioned John Travolta. I mean, from what I can gather, they bumped into him in a foyer, a hotel foyer, a few weeks ago. I don't really think he's a close friend, but definitely some of these people they mentioned, like Jessica Mulroney, she's definitely out.
Yes.
And they got together with these people in the wellness sector, the sex circle in the so-called Montecito Mafia. But basically, they're people who they think are going to be useful to them, and when they're not useful to them, they won't be friends anymore. And you could do that for so long, but in the long term, it probably backfires on you.
Lady C, I have a feeling that these people are also going to be pretty horrid, right? I mean,
he's pretty much saying, you know, eventually you can't keep doing that. You can't keep meeting people and mistreating them for your personal gain and then throwing them in the garbage and think that it's okay, that it's not going to backfire on you. That's what he said. Like, using people for whatever reason you need them, for them to be your friend, for you to have someone to go out to eat with, whatever the case may be, but using people for your own personal use toy. She used Harry to come over here. She used the royal family to get a status. Yes, she cut Jessica, cut her loose when she wasn't on the A-list anymore. Millie said she cut her loose. I can go on. I can name them. And Beckham them said that she's leaking stories about them recently. I mean, Meghan's got a track record of making A-listers and just people in her past and Harry's dislike her because she's the Duchess of Sussex. Let's continue. Okay, guys, I'm out of there. Leave your comments. Don't forget to like. Sorry if you guys don't like this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it's great. I know it's a little late. It's been a few days. I've been extremely busy. Little bits enjoying school. I had family and friends over this today, and now I'm going to go spend some time with my husband, and I hope you guys have a lovely evening.